Hello everyone, welcome to Example Plays Darkest Dungeon. It is time for me to play a modded Darkest Dungeon run again. I'm really excited. In the meantime, since my last play, there's lots of new mods, excellent mods. Honestly, Darkest Dungeon modding community, beautiful. Great people. We get so many new mods in updated mods, and there's so much stuff happening. I'm very excited. Honestly, I'm starting right here with us already loading into the old road, because, as you can see, we're like week 0. Because I tried it a few times before, and once it crashed. Another time I didn't have everything loaded in, and things went bad afterwards. I had to remove mods, I had to reorder mods. Working now. Hopefully it will work. Just basically disclaimer, there's so many mods here, maybe something will not work quite right. We'll figure it out while playing, hopefully. So let's go mods. There's loading screens, backgrounds. This is cosmetic mods. We got a bit better Norman wagon with more trinkets available. I like that. This is an additional quest I found at the very end. Basically, if you got the endless quest, you can also go to an additional an additional mission where you only fight bosses. Sounded interesting. Of course, we need the better stagecoach with all the new classes. Thing is, I got like 30 something custom classes in there. So even this one on the highest upgraded stagecoach level, it's still like 42 slots or something. That's not enough, so I slapped this one on it as well. Increased the stagecoach limit by 30. That's enough for everything else. No more game overs. That was a pretty important one for me, because you could see we are in Bloodmoon difficulty, so highest difficulty. So far, I've played the game like 4 times or something. I think twice without mods, twice with different levels of modded, and I always played Darkest because I kind of want to be challenged, so I didn't want to go Stygian. I knew what the game was about. I wanted to play Darkest, and I didn't want to play Bloodmoon because of the limits. Basically, in Bloodmoon, if too many heroes die, the game is over. Or if you take too long, the game is over. And I didn't like that. I kind of like to get challenged by the game, but I wanted to be able to take my time. I want to test out every class, basically level every class to hero, like to level 5 or something, to see what happens, like how strong the class gets. I want to finish all the bosses and stuff. I want to maybe do some endless runs or something. I want to take my time, and I like, that's why I don't like the time limit. And the death limit I dislike, because sometimes, like if you're unlucky at week 10 and get party wiped because you played a bit too, like if you didn't play safe enough, you play absolutely risk averse, you can get screwed over. That's what I didn't like. This mod removes the limits. It sets them to 9999, I think. So we will have, for the first time, harder enemies. I'll see. There's probably a few heroes I will lose because I'm used to Darkest difficulty, and Bloodmoon is of course higher difficulty. So let's hope that doesn't happen too much. There's so many class mods, as you can see. Like, I've basically gone through the available mods. I had all the mods I enjoyed from earlier playthroughs, the classes I still kept them in there. And then I went through and basically added many of the new ones that I highly recommended. There's a few mods I didn't add. Like, with exception for one that I found very interesting. Where is he? The Arcanist. He doesn't seem like to fit. All the others, I kind of try to have them aesthetically fit to Darkest Dungeon. Like, I don't want too many Dark Souls mods running through it. Doesn't feel right. I'm hoping his isn't too glaring. I liked his kit though. It's one of the few classes where I read through the kit, so hopefully this will be fine. There's like all the high-rated mods except for a few which I felt like, I know, was it the Omen Seeker? I didn't like the sprite, which like breasts that are bigger than her head. It was just like, took me out of the immersion. And there was also the Profliglates or something. It's a mod pack that everyone is like, oh, there's a quality classes. But I like, even with the Safe for Work patch that's out now, they felt too out of place for me personally. So I don't have them in there. Other than that, all the high-rated classes are in there. Friendly fire, so that, for example, if the Siren takes one of the modded classes, they can actually do something. like attack our only guys. I got these in here. very interesting. It's basically reworks of the vanilla classes, trying to make him more interesting with different playstyles. Like in the past, there's a few classes that felt stronger than the others, or they really almost played them the same way. These try to make him more balanced. Let's hope that this. I'm very interested in that. Then we got new districts. Heroes can now be enemies as well. They're basically mini boss-like things you fight against the other heroes. That's probably interesting. We still got the boss reworks. I enjoyed them very much. Made the boss fights a bit harder, a bit more interesting. You couldn't cheese them as much. Monster Variety Project and Moonlit Dungeon Roots enemy packs. It's just more variety in the monsters with different types and stuff. This sounds very interesting. We got a few mini bosses. I don't know how to fight against all of them, but there's like in different areas, different mini bosses. They all, I think there was a mini boss design contest, and I liked all of these a lot. The autosaving journal, so we don't have to take them with us for us to be able to read through them. At some point we'll do that. Trinket rebalance for the standard trinket, sounds interesting. This is a new dungeon. I think in the ruins you can get Scarlet Ruins mission, and there's like new enemies and new curios to interact with that, and that sounded very nice. I liked it a lot. Now Crimson Court Virulent Overhaul. I had to decide between this one and another one. That was Crimson Court Plus. Both mods basically did the same. To like Crimson Court, I kind of enjoyed it, but in the past you had like the 3 epic dungeon missions. You had to go there multiple times. There was forever, and like not much variety. This basically transforms the Crimson Court or the courtyard into another dungeon like the rest with normal missions, and I even think we fight the bosses 3 times in low, medium and high levels with the Virulent Overhaul, like all the other areas. You got inventory stack to make it a bit of quality of life with visual effects. Creeping Mists is, I think, new trap types, and sometimes with the barricade you don't need the shovel, you need the torch instead. I like that. Interesting. Another boss, mini boss. Sunwood Isle is a completely new dungeon. I'm looking forward to that, like with bosses and enemy types and stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. That's probably gonna be interesting. Prisoners, sometimes in secret rooms you can free some prisoners. Make the game a bit smoother to play with slight haste, no camera zoom. Additional trinkets and additional quirks. I'm hoping these two will not interact with both, like quite huge quirk expansions. I hope they will both work. Like there's just different ways quirks interact and stuff, and this is a huge quirk pack. I have them both right now. Let's see where this leads us. And yeah, that's this done in Bloodmoon with all DLCs, of course, all mods. Let's go. I'm looking forward to this. Like I love Darkest Dungeon, and as I said, the mods are amazing. So yeah, for your information, so the same as the last few mods runs I did. Like with this many classes, I like playing it that I can have every class only once. I can replace them, sure, if I find better ones in the stagecoach. And if they die, I can of course recruit a new one, but I kind of like the idea of every class only once. That's why I try to add somehow balance with front and backliners and enough classes that can heal. Like there's a few specifically there that can heal. And yeah, most of there's some classes I played with. Quite a few of them I don't know yet. Like, let's see, any new quirks? No, but I think they should also be different here because of the hero rework. A single target attack, buff dodge, single target frontline melee. That's still the big attack. Crepe shot is AoE, accuracy versus marked, and the stealth. Okay. Oh, I like that duelist advance is still here. I think most of the iconic skills are still there. That's the forward repose thing. That's new. Less damage, more crit, plus 50% damage versus bleeding, and crit versus marked. Consumes the mark, okay. And gut shot. Free action. Cooldown 2 rounds, marks the target. Ooh, this is a good combination with that. That sounds very interesting. Let's see, yes, Warrior of Light, God-Fearer, and Kleptomaniac, sure. Single target with Unholy AoE. Stun. Holy Lance from the backline forward, good versus Unholy. Stress heal, it heals for 1 HP as well and increases torchlight, I like it. Oh, this is better. Heal 2 HP and heal self for 2 HP. and buff protection on both. I like this. In the past it always only single target, this time it's himself and someone else. This makes him a good off healer, I think, and that's new. Target party, clear all corpses and debuff speed on the target. Okay. Let's see how this works out.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
My friend, Brigand.
This thug in brutal fashion, that all
Good
may
dodge.
hear of your arrival.
I'm gonna stun him. I want to see his... What is this? That's the free one, right? Yeah, you can attack again. 25% crit against the mark.
Give them no quarter.
Tiny bit of... Wasn't this a tent? Am I stupid? That's a new curio. Transcendent terror. Surely nothing good can come of dialogue with the dead. Time and endless circle, yada yada yada. What? Why would you do that?
Those who covet injury.
God fucking damn it.
No short supply.
Oh no.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind
Oh, it's
is
so
no
bad.
longer welcome.
Our first mission will be ruined. Why did I do that? It even said surely nothing good can come with dialogue with the dead. Can I kill him? Oh, high roll. I think I'd rather kill
Their
him.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, the freaking stress. That's evil. I know this is probably trap chest as well, but I guess I should have listened to what it says. We don't even have stress heal or heal on him, and he hits himself. Could you maybe stop? Thank you.
Champion falls.
Lots of loot, I like it. Let me check. Is this still trapped? Yeah, bandit's trapped chest. Okay. Oh, and we got out of the old road with him masochistic. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's a new one. Benediction and ashes to ashes. Healing and stress healing. Okay. And he gets less stress healing none. Why would that be there?
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
God damn it, this will be hard. I think we start off with 3 new characters. Let's hope we can maybe get a new team together without those. Yeah, this is a short intro episode. I'll start with our first done run in the next episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to this as much as I am. Lots of great mods, new enemies, new mini-bosses, new zones, new classes. This is gonna be fun. Write in the comments anything about my mod list if you're like missing something or something. Anyways, comment if you comment on any of my videos. I'm always reading them. I'll try to answer. And yeah, I thank you for watching. I hope I see you in the next episode. And until then,